Bună ziua, bine ați venit. So, this is a slightly different video because I was asked by one or two of my subscribers which YouTube contributors, YouTubers, I suppose, if you like, I follow, I watch. And I do watch quite a few. I kind of counted it up, and I'm going to tell you about a few of them. And they tend to split into three categories. Those related to Romania, travel vlogs, and food vlogs, because I'm interested in all three. I'm interested in food, obviously, as you can see. I like Romania, love Romania, and I love traveling. I've always loved traveling. So we'll go through a few. I suppose the first one I watched was a guy. I'll put the links below, so you can find these if you want to have a look at them, if you want to watch them. Bald and Bankrupt, I mean, the doyen of YouTubers. He's got millions of subscribers and made his fame and probably fortune traveling through the Soviet Union. Very interesting videos. And he's also been to Moldova and to Romania. He made an interesting video about Romania. One of his collaborators is Backpacker Ben. Backpacker Ben does a lot of interesting videos from parts of the world and has a silk stomach. He can't really handle spicy food, but he keeps forcing himself to eat it. On the Romanian side, the first person I watched was Ella Slingsby. Now, Ella is a professional ballerina who was initially employed in Constanța and came to Romania with her boyfriend and or partner. I don't know if they're married or not, and made a few videos looking at Romanian food, cuisine, music, language. Really good videos. And she's now moved on elsewhere. The Calderon family, I think they live in Brașov, and they are, I think, American, and came here with their two children and make interesting videos about that part of the world and about Romanian culture and life. Right here in Craiova, we have the Uku family, and they're posting loads of content almost every other day. I mean, you'll find a video from Uku family. I won't comment on the content, but I know that Roxy, their wife, is a really good cook, and you can enjoy their videos about living in Craiova. Warren and Julie Travel. They are an American couple who seem to be traveling around Europe, and they spend a lot of time in Romania and seem to have enjoyed their stays in Brașov. I think they've been to Sibiu as well, I'm not sure. But they're very enthusiastic about life in Romania, which is fantastic. Matt and Julia, they're a Anglo-Russian couple, and they've been to Romania, and they enjoyed their time here. I think they were very positive about it. So on the Romanian side, I think that's about it. I mean, as I said in a previous video, I'm just not interested in reading about, you know, one-off visits to Bucharest or Brașov or Sibiu and someone having Mitch, or Papanaș, or look at this, ciorba de burta. No, that's not for me. I want to see people who try to get under the skin of a country and live here and spend some time here. And the people I've quoted above or below have all done that. They've committed to spending some time here, so good for them. So I love travel, and I love travel videos. And there's a girl called Norali. She has a channel called Itchy Boots. She's done some really brave things. She's been to some countries I've been to. I once hitchhiked back from the equator in Africa to London, and it was probably the most dangerous experience of my life. She has a motorbike, I think a Suzuki, and she rides through Africa all the way and doesn't seem to get worried or fazed by anything. I mean, it's not easy to do that, and it's absolutely amazing what she accomplishes. She has a huge following on YouTube as well. Other travel, Noel Phillips, 1L, Noel Phillips. He does a lot of plane travel. He's taken his family to live in America. I think he lives in Texas now, and absolutely fascinating because he's also a pilot, knows a lot about air travel, and takes you on his journeys through the air. I like Super Alb's train journeys. He's a train aficionado who travels all over Europe and further afield, and gives you a really intense and informative vision of train traveling in Europe. A friend of mine on Mastodon, John Worth, is doing a similar thing for cross-border travel within Europe, and came to Craiova, I think a couple of years ago. Steve Marsh does fantastic videos. I'd say his aficionado, his speciality, is ferry travel. Steve does some great work on ferry travel, also trains, and is based in Scotland, in Montrose, and travels throughout Europe, and reports on that. Another friend, well, not friend of his, well, I suppose, yeah, friend of his, is Scott, whose channel is Planes, Trains, Everything. And they've actually done a couple of videos together where they've been in competitions to get around Scotland the quickest, etc., etc. Scott travels to Europe and fills you in on just about everything you need to know about traveling, and that's what it's all about, really. If you're traveling, okay, food. So looking at food, I do follow the McMaster, who has a penchant for fish and chips and a full English and an Indian, and he normally orders the same thing wherever he goes. He likes Tenerife, he likes Benidorm, but recently he's done a series of videos from Australia, so that was different. His videos are very well produced, really professional quality, because that used to be his job, I think. I've got a feeling he's got a background in that. But they're interesting. There's a lovely couple living on Skye in the north of Scotland called Living the Skye Life, and I watched that. So it's a young couple. I can say that because I'm 61 this year, and they have a couple of dogs, and they show you around their cottage and what they've done. The lady is an artist and the gentleman is a musician, and it's their life on Skye, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's a very nice chap who runs a channel called Simply Whitby. I watch that because it's quite near to where my mother lives, so it's not too far away. And he visits places in Whitby and has a bacon sandwich or a pint of beer or a glass of wine with his lovely wife, and it's good. It's good viewing. He's very amusing. A couple from the Manchester area, Random and Desperate, who loves Blackpool, although he lives near Manchester, I think, and Stocky Bloke, who is from Stockport. They're both friends and they often do videos together. They're very amusing, and yeah, it's entertaining, always entertaining when you watch those two. Two more would be another, not quite up to the level of Bald and Bankrupt, but Rate My Takeaway, is quite extraordinary how Danny has built this channel in Danny Mallin in a little time, focusing mainly on the north of England, but he's been abroad. He's been to America. He's done films from the USA, from the south of the UK as well. And he'll come to your takeaway, put up his table and chair outside, and rate your food on a scale of 0 to 10. And if you get a 10, which you have a good chance of, then you're doing very well. Final three, sorry. By the Curb, I would recommend. A guy who's sold his house and has taken to living in a van. He has a shed. Well, I say a shed. He has an indoor space as well, but basically he's living in the van and he's going around the north of England, mainly Yorkshire area, Lincolnshire, that sort of area, and it shows you the cities of the north of England. The Roaming Radfords, I would recommend. It's a couple with, I think, 3 children who live near Milton Keynes, I would imagine, from what they've said. And they have a camper van and they travel huge distances. I mean, they've been all over Europe. They've been in the USA, and they are very informative about what it's like in these places, and they've got a great technique, superb technique, and great editing. So congratulations to them. Final one, one of my favourites at the moment, from my neck of the woods, northeast of England, the Blot Outdoors show. Mr. Blot, Chris, has given up his job now to become a full-time YouTuber. So he does 3 types of vlog. He does wild camping, so he goes off and camps in the Lake District with his mates, also named Chris. He does stealth camping, so he'll camp in the middle of a roundabout or behind a garage or behind a factory. And he does a food review once a week, so he's doing 3 videos a week. So he's given up his job to become a full-time vlogger. His food reviews are of low-grade takeaways. So he's looking for 1-star, 2-star hygiene ratings, and he'll do those. I'll put all the links to all of those vlogs that I've named. They're very entertaining, all of them. I recommend you give them a watch. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. One final vlog that I failed to mention, and should have. Oh Yes Travels. I watched this last year because they came to Craiova, and they did a similar vlog to mine on the Christmas, I think the Christmas market, or the 1st of, I can't remember. Anyway, they certainly did one on the Christmas market, and they did 2 on Slatina. And it's a British Romanian couple, and I wish them every success because they're doing a great job and have done a great job on the videos I've seen so far. They've been to Brasov, they've been to Slatina, and they've been to Craiova. So well done to them, and good luck in their hunt for subscribers and success. Mulțumesc, la revedere!